Hey y'all, it's Zoe and welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I am finally doing what you all have probably been waiting for, which is an iPhone 14 Pro review. So this is my phone right now. I'm probably going to take off the case just so that it's easier for you to see the features. Also, I will be timestamping this video, so if there's a specific feature you want to look at, you can scroll down or look in the description box for the specific timestamps. So yeah, so let's get into the video. So before I take off the case, I just wanted to do like a brief little overview of like the case itself. So the case I have is from Amazon and I made it a MagSafe case. So I basically just got an extra little MagSafe sticker, and then this is a magnetic wallet because I like having my cards in the back of my phone, and I also got a cover for the cameras just because they are kind of protruding out on the phones, so this just makes it flatter and kind of protects the cameras as well. Okay, so let me take this case off for you and we can get into the video. So the iPhone I have is the deep purple. So I'm gonna kind of start with the exterior features. So as you can see, there is a little case on, a little cover on the camera. Without it, the cameras kind of just are there and they're kind of exposed, so I put this little cover on it. So I do have the deep purple, but it doesn't really look deep purple. Like if I hit it in this light right now, it definitely looks purple, but in certain lightings it looks black. You can kind of see it a little bit also on the edges. So the edges of the iPhone are all metallic. And so yeah, that's kind of what it is on the color. I think I'm still glad I got the deep purple. I think I kind of like the shiny metallic feature of it, and purple is my favorite color. And then the buttons, so the power button's right here. It's all the buttons are on the same side. I'm just used to the power button being a little higher. So my previous phone was an XR and the power button was closer to up here. Now it's kind of down here. And then you have the usual volume buttons and the ringer switch. And then this little feature, I believe, here is the SIM card. So what I know is that they made the SIM card electronic, not electronic, but like it's not the SIM card is not like a physical SIM card anymore, so I'm not really sure how that works in terms of travel. The speaker is actually pretty loud, so let me play you a random song and hope I don't get copyrighted. Also it's very flat, like it's thick but it's flat, so it feels weird not with my case on. So I'm just gonna play you. Okay, so here's a song. It's pretty loud, and then I can turn the volume up all the way. So yeah, the speaker is really loud, which is kind of nice. And the case, I would say the case muffles it like a little bit, but not a lot, because there are the little speaker holes. And so like the case that I have, at least, it has the little speaker holes. I don't usually play songs at full blast, so I couldn't really tell you. And especially when I play it like in the shower, it doesn't, like the sound doesn't, it's kind of hard with the water running. But yes, speakers are really nice. So the charger that it came with, let me show you. This is not the charger that it came with, but it comes with a lightning port, but on the other end is USB-C. So USB-C looks like this. It is something that is used in the MacBooks and the new iPads. The old phones came this way. It had a lightning port to USB. USBs are like basic flash drives, things like that. So the new phones do not come with that. They come with the lightning port on one end and the USB-C on the other end, so you would have to get like a specific box that's a USB-C box. They have them for like iPad chargers and MacBook chargers. Okay, so that's about it for the exterior. So now let's get into the interior. So first is obviously the home screen and the lock screen. So once you have the iOS 14, you can kind of create your own home screen or lock screen. The cool thing that I like about it is that you can like have them rotate. So let me show you. I have like different wallpapers, and they can rotate every so often, and you can customize them. So you can, I can show you. Let me just screen record. So you can add new wallpaper, and you can customize the kind you want. You can have emojis. You can change the colors. All of this is with, you can have photo shuffle. So all of this is with iOS 14. So if I just picked like a random picture, so let's just do my sister. So do you see how her graduation cap is above the time? So you can actually change that. You can decide not to do that, or you can decide to do that. And then if I click on like this one with clouds, so you can change the font and also the color of the time. And then you can also like add widgets, and things like that. So that's pretty cool. And so there's also a way to get your home screen kind of blurred. So right now mine is not blurred. As you can see, it's kind of like you can see the purple. But if I were to blur it, this is what it would look like. Now it looks like this. So I chose not to blur it because you can't really see the cool patterns, but it's totally up to you. So that's pretty much it. And then it's all the basic, iOS 14 things. Your notifications now kind of pile up on the bottom of your phone rather than all encompassing your full screen. But now let's get to the main thing that you all are probably watching this video for, which is the dynamic island. So the dynamic island is right at the top here. It's very, very handy. So let me screen record again. Okay, so the screen record is actually showing on the screen recording, but if I were to play a song, it shows up there, and then I can hold it down and easily skip. I can also tap it and it'll bring us back. If we have a timer going, I can set a timer, and then the timer okay. So now the timer shows up in the dynamic island, which is kind of cool. And then if you do Face ID or unlocking anything, it shows up in the little dynamic island. Right now it's showing the little screen record button. It also, when you have a phone call, the phone call will show up like in here, so you can still play around with it. Obviously the cameras are still, like the camera is right here. So the camera is next to the dynamic island, but I still think it's pretty cool. And that's really all you can do with it. It's not that fancy. So now let's look at the cameras. So this is the front camera, and I would say it's very good quality. And then you have the back camera, so I can show you like my room. We have the 0.5, which is a classic. And then it has really good zoom, which is kind of cool. And then we have different features. We have video feature, cinematic, which kind of like narrows in on one thing, and then it blurs everything else, which is kind of cool. Then you have basic slow-mo and time-lapse and all that jazz. So yes, and you can see like on cinematic how it kind of like focuses on my face, and then it like blurs the background, so I think that's kind of cool. So yeah, I think that's about it for the iPhone 14. Honestly, I think it doesn't need to be as fancy as they make it to be. Like it's honestly just a phone. I think their features are really cool, but I would say like they're not necessarily necessary to have a functioning phone. I still think it's a really cool phone. I'm very grateful to have it. I think it was a good purchase, and I'm excited to keep using it. I'm also excited that I now have a 0.5 feature, which I didn't have before. I love taking 0.5 photos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little review. I hope it was everything you all were hoping that I would review. If there's anything that I didn't review that you would like me to review, you can comment it at the bottom of the video and I'll try to answer all of your questions. But yeah, that's it for the iPhone 14 Pro Deep Purple review. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you all next time on my channel. Bye! Let me stop this screen recording. Oh my gosh, was I not even screen recording? Okay, so I wasn't even screen recording, so I'm really sorry. So let me just do this again.